Hello again. The April floods in KwaZulu-Natal have devastated the province's agricultural sector. Sadly, food producers have not been able to get back on their feet yet. KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala today will be addressing a summit on this matter. He'll be giving details on the way forward and feedback on work that's already been done. Our reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is following this story for us. She's joining us now live from Durban. Lethiwe, good afternoon. Can you just share with us and our viewers how badly was the agricultural sector affected by the floods? I understand you've got the MEC for this sector with you at this hour.
Well, Bradian, I'll be speaking to the MEC in a short while, but back in April, the agricultural sector in the province was badly affected by the floods, more especially the sugarcane farmers. We spoke to the department in April where they were busy making assessments to some of the farms that were affected. Some of those farms were in the Midlands and also in the northern parts of the province. And most of the people that we were speaking to, or most of the farmers that we were speaking to, were mentioning how the road or the access roads to their farms were badly damaged by the heavy rains, and also the fields where they used to plant their vegetation were also damaged. And the last time we spoke to the departments, they mentioned that 222 million was going to be needed to fix some of the damage that was caused by the floods. And today we do understand that during the summit there will be plans put forward on what actually they are going to be doing moving forward as a department. They are also going to be unveiling exactly what work over the past 3 months they've done. Right now, I just actually want to showcase some of the stalls that are outside here in Palito. We are in Palito because the summit is being held here. These are some of the produce that some of the farmers have displayed today. They're actually selling some of the stuff with the help of the department. But of course, I want to bring in the MEC where she can share exactly the effort that they're putting into helping these farmers achieve what they can achieve and also to rebuild. I'm now joined by the MEC for Agriculture, Ma Ubongi Stolemloyi. Ma, thank you so much for joining us at ENCA. We see the work that you're doing with the farmers that are displaying their produce today, but I want to know exactly what the summit is about. What can we expect today?
Good afternoon. Today we are here as KwaZulu-Natal to have a summit with our Extension and Advisory Service section of the department. They are responsible for assisting the farmers who are farming and also who are breeding livestock. We want to ask them whether they see the impact of the program. The farmers, as you see, they display their food here, and also to speak with them as our officials whether we need to improve if there are gaps in the program. A lot has been done, as you know, that our extension officers and advisors were all over the province, even during the time of COVID, when the COVID was in its height. But they were out there because the president has asked us as Department of Agriculture and Rural Development that we must be on the road and work in the land to ensure that there is food in our community, and also to ensure that there is nobody that is lacking food because there is lockdown. We were actually designated as essential service because you can't stay at home and then not eat. So the farmers were to continue to produce food, and also the livestock farmers were also to continue to ensure that we have meat and of all kinds. And we're happy today to say we are here in the summit to look at our program and the impact of our program, and also to thank our officials for the resilience that they have shown, and also for the courage, and also for showing that they care for the country, because during the time where people were risking those people were risking their life during that time, so they were able to do that. And I want to say that also we lost a number of our extension officers during the time, more than 20. I will outline when I get inside how many exactly that we lost. And we're also going to say to the families of those those extension and advisors. We really appreciate the work that they've done. They've contributed in the sector, and we have seen the work that they've been doing. And we are saying to them, they must find peace, that they see the work that they have been doing, and they must rest in peace.
And MEC, today we are also going to be looking at the floods damage that was caused to the sector in April. Take us through some of the interventions that you've done to help these farmers, because I remember when we were joining you doing assessments to some of the affected farms, the farmers did say that their access roads were damaged, their plantations were also damaged. What interventions have you done as a department so far?
During the floods, most of our farmers, were the damages that they incur, some of them, their farms were waterlogged, and we did actually specify that a number of hectares were waterlogged. By doing so, it means that all the plantation or the plants that were in those fields all were washed away, and also that affected the soil. So as a department in that aspect, we agree that we are going to take all what was in those farms and start again to firstly give the service of ensuring that we test the soil if they are still nutrient, so that when we start to plow, we put the correct fertilizers that are going to build the soil and put more nutrients in it, so that when we plant all the seeds will be able to germinate and grow. So on those ones, we gave them the free service of soil testing, and also the fertilizers, and also we gave them the seeds, and we plow for them again, and it's just that we changed the product that they were planting. Others it was meal, and others it was beans, and we have to change the crops that they have planted and put the one that was relevant to the phase or the time that they were in. On the issue of the mostly other farmers that were small growers, cane growers, were also affected due to the road access roads from their farms to the market. Also in that we are going to show you very soon, maybe next week or so. We agree and send a request to the Premier to say, Premier, what about if we buy our own plant? We have started to do that. The machines will have started to work, and we'll be working in one of the small cane grower, which was his road was washed away, and we are going to fix all those roads so that people, they don't stay a long time. We understand that that is a core function of transport, but working with the farmers, they will stay in the queue for a long time, whilst people need food and whilst they need access as well to their farms.
And of course, speaking about the sugarcane industry being mostly affected by the floods, KZN is one of the biggest producers of sugarcane, and it transports sugar across the country. We know that roads leading up to Tonga Hewlett were destroyed during the floods. The production there, where can we actually expect for that company to start working again? And how has this affected the prices of sugar in the country?
What actually has happened is that, as you could see, that at this point in time, all prices are going up, not because of only one factor, that there was this floods, with a number of factors that are affecting our industry. As the price of fuel increases, it means that it impacts on us, on taking our production from farms to the market. That is affected, and also our people who are bringing in our chemicals and bringing in equipment, they will have to double the amount or increase the amount of delivery in respect to that. And we are seeing that, and we are not blind on that, and we really see that we need to look at it. With the national minister, we have talked about that, and there is intervention that we are making.
Thank you so much, MEC.
Thank you very much for coming and also for covering us. And we're certain that with the work that we are doing in KwaZulu-Natal and the work that the President has asked us to do will make a difference to our people to curb or to alleviate poverty and to create employment and also to create opportunity to deal with the inequality that we see in our sector as we are asked to do a radical transformation in this sector. Thank you very much for that.
So, Praten, that is the MEC for Agriculture in the province, Bongiwe Sitole-Mloyi, just basically taking us through some of the interventions they've done to help these farmers that were affected by COVID-19 and also the floods that hit the province in April. Like I mentioned, millions were needed to assist these farmers. We're also going to get a chance to speak to them and find out from their mouth as to how they've been assisted by the government and if this assistance is enough for them to carry on with the work. We're also expecting for the Premier of the province, Sihle Zikalala, to give a keynote address today where he will be addressing some of the farmers that are here, and also we'll hear from industry experts as to how to avoid such a disaster moving forward, especially for the sector, because it is important in transporting food and also providing food for those in the country.
Thank you very much, Letiwe Mdluli, for that update at that KwaZulu-Natal Agricultural Summit. They're still expecting, as she said, the Premier, Sihle Zikalala, to address them.